Welcome back, guys, to the Andrei Delic Podcast. Another episode for the World Cup. So many games happened. So many controversial things I need to talk about. Let's get right into it. Before I get into it, you know what? Let me just read a quick quote. A quick proverb from the Bible. I don't know why. I just saw it here on my phone, and I always have it on my phone case. And it's good for everyone, right? So God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. The difference. I got up early one morning and rushed right into the day. I had so much to accomplish that I didn't have time to pray. Problems just tumbled about me, and heavier came each task. Why doesn't God help me? I wondered. He answered, you didn't ask. I wanted to see joy and beauty, but the day toiled on gray and bleak. I wondered why God didn't show me. He said, but you didn't seek. I tried to come into God's presence. I used all my keys at the lock. God gently and lovingly chided, my child, you didn't knock. I woke up early this morning and paused before entering the day. I had so much to accomplish that I had to take time to pray. Guys, this Bible verse is one of the best verses of all fucking time. Grant me serenity to... There are some things on planet Earth you cannot change. In your life, on planet, there are some things you can't change and you'll never be able to change them. So it's better to just be granted the serenity to accept the fact that some things just can't change. Some things can change in your life. Many things can change in your life for the better, for the best, right? And then you must have courage in order to go out there and accomplish and strive for what you want to make better in your life and what you want to change and just level up in your life and make it something better. And then you need wisdom to know the difference. You need to know the difference between, is this something I can control? Is this something that is out of my control? If it's something that is in my control, how can I change it? Give me the strength. I'll keep going. I'll keep working hard in order to change it. Give me the courage and give me the strength. If it's something I can't change, if it is what it is and there's nothing I can do about it, grant me the wisdom, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. I just wanted to do a quick Bible verse. It's been a long time I didn't do a different podcast that isn't football. It's mostly all about football now, which is the World Cup. Don't worry, guys. Once the World Cup is done, I'll get back to my interviews with my guests and to reality checks. But for now, since it's the fucking World Cup, let's talk about football, brother. Let's get right into it. So let me recap, commentary, and analyze these past games. First one up, Brazil versus Norway. What the fuck, Brazil? Brazil, you guys lost to Norway, a country with 0 World Cups. Granted, they do have Erling Haaland, Martin Odegaard, and many other phenomenal players. But still, you guys are Brazil. You guys can't get eliminated by a team like Norway in the round of 16. That's fucking crazy, man. It can't be happening. It happened, but it shouldn't be happening. Brazil, you guys need a change. My clip that I just posted regarding how Brazil plays better when the players are degenerates, it blew up right after the game. Even before, it was kind of blowing up. But then right after the game, it blew up even more because in the algorithm, then people realize like, fuck, Brazil now and Brazil for the past 3-4 World Cups, they're fucking dog shit. And what has changed? The players have changed. The last time they won a World Cup, 2002, the players were all degenerates, except for like Kaká. But in 2002, for people who know football, Kaká was like 19 years old, 20 years old. He wasn't a star, and he was far from being a starter on the Brazilian national team. So that's why I didn't mention Kaká in that team. But Brazil versus Norway. First of all, Norway went fucking crazy. Norway, who would have thought? You guys, so far, I mean, it's pretty much over. We're in the quarterfinals. Norway has showed the world that they are the dark horses, that they were the dark horses this tournament, and that they were the miracle team. They're, you know how every World Cup, there's always a dark horse. There's always like a team that has a fairy tale story. For the 2026 World Cup, the team with a fairy tale story, the dark horse of this tournament is Norway. You guys reached the quarterfinals. And if I might add, you guys are playing really fucking well. When I watched you guys play against Brazil, the level of football is high level. You guys had possession of the ball. You guys made way more passes than Brazil did. You guys had way more possession of the game than Brazil. And you guys played better than Brazil. Phenomenal. Erling Haaland. Oh my Lord. Erling Braut Haaland. What a player. What a striker. I used to hate a lot on Erling Haaland. And the reason why is because I don't like strikers who only score goals. Who can only score goals when it comes to creating plays, when it comes to having some level of dribbling, some level of passing, some level of footballing IQ, some level of vision. When it's at their bottom and they only score goals, normally speaking, I don't really like those players. I'm not saying that Haaland's dribbling isn't all of that. His vision isn't all of that. He has a good IQ when it comes to where he should position himself in order to score a goal. He has a good goal scoring IQ for football. But he's a pure number 9, meaning he couldn't play on the left wing, he couldn't play on the right wing, he couldn't play attacking midfielder. He could only play as a striker. But when it comes to playing as a striker, when it comes to being a fucking striker, Erling Haaland is top class. Right now, Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe are the best strikers in the world. If I might be even more bold, Mbappe is more of a left winger in my opinion. He does play like a number 9, but he's more of a winger in my opinion. Erling Haaland is the best striker on planet Earth. And everything I said in the past to hate on him, I want to say sorry. I want to say that I was dumb. And I just want to say, Erling Haaland, what a Viking machine. Erling Haaland saw Messi go crazy in the World Cup, saw Mbappe go crazy, saw Olise go crazy. And he was like, you know what? Let me show the world, let me remind the world who Erling Braut Haaland is, who Mr. Plus 30 goals every single season is, who Mr. Top Striker of the world is, who Mr. Number 1 striker in Man City, starter for Man City, and the best striker on planet Earth, Mr. Erling Haaland, who he is. His first goal, fucking phenomenal, bro. His first goal, he crossed it in. Like people say, he dunked on the defender with his header. Phenomenal header. What power, sheer speed, sheer strength. What a fucking number 9, Erling Haaland, man. What a number 9. And then his second goal. Erling Haaland's second goal wasn't the best goal of this tournament, but it was the most badass and the most baller goal so far this tournament. Why? Because he was just simply standing there walking. They gave him the ball. He's outside the box. He doesn't run. He just looks at the goal, says, yeah, let me slam this bitch in. And that's what he did. He just blasted that ball. He blasted it so fucking strong, so hard, and went to the bottom right corner of the net. No one could save that, not even Prime Neuer or Prime Buffon. No one on planet Earth could fucking save that. And once he scored that goal, he didn't run off celebrating. He didn't run off to his teammates, whatever. He just turned around and just walked and stopped and looked at the camera and embraced his goal and reminded everyone, guys, I'm Erling Haaland. I'm Erling Braut Haaland. I'm him. That's what he did. He just took a pause, didn't say anything. He just wanted the world to simmer in his goal and the world to sit in his goal for a couple of seconds so the world reminds themselves, yes, Mbappe and Messi, we've been talking about Mbappe and Messi since the beginning of this tournament. They've been going crazy. But let's not forget who Erling Haaland is. And he fucking showed the world, I'm Erling Braut Haaland, man. What a fucking striker, man. If you're a club watching this, considering that he's 25, 26 years old, every club in the world right now should be throwing all the money in the world to have Erling Haaland. It's not going to happen. It's probably going to stay at Man City. He's already at one of the best clubs in the world. But Real Madrid should fucking be looking to get him. Barcelona, Bayern, PSG, whoever. If you have a football club and you want the best number 9 on planet Earth, it's Erling Braut Haaland. What a fucking dog, man. Wow, man, that goal. And then also, I just want a special shout out to Martin Odegaard. What a midfielder. Midfielders like Martin Odegaard are a dying breed. Midfielders who can create plays like he can, who can control the ball, who can dribble, who can pass, who can shift the ball around as well as he can. A pure attacking midfielder, a traditional attacking midfielder, a traditional number 10. Players like Martin Odegaard are a dying breed. And to see a Martin Odegaard in today's game, where it's mostly defensive midfielders with fast wingers, to see a player like Martin Odegaard is a beauty, and it's refreshing for the mind, it's refreshing for the eyes, and it's especially refreshing for the sport of football. What a fucking player, Martin Odegaard. Yo, guys, Martin Odegaard, man, What a baller, dog. But Erling Haaland went fucking crazy. And I just want to shout out the entire Norway team. Nyland in goal was fucking crazy. He went fucking berserk. The best player against Brazil after Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland, of course, man of the match, no doubt there. But after Erling Haaland, Nyland was the best player of that game. What a fucking baller. Muller Wolf as left back, Hegim as center back, Ayer as center back, Ryerson as right back, Berge as defensive midfielder, Berg as left midfielder, Odegaard as attacking midfielder, Sorlot on the right wing, Erling Braut, Viking, Lagnar, Rothbrock, Haaland as number 9, and Nusa as left winger. What fucking ballers. So Norway, and then with the Ro. That celebration is fucking iconic now. The entire world knows about it. The entire world is talking about how you guys have an iconic celebration to embrace your Viking tradition. Phenomenal, man. So Norway, congratulations, guys. You guys are the fairy tale story of this 2026 World Cup. Against all odds, you guys beat Brazil. And before that, who did you guys beat? Before that, you guys won against Norway. They played against how did I fucking forget? Who the fuck did Norway play against before Brazil? Let me pull it up. World Cup knockout before so Norway, Côte d'Ivoire, but not bad. You guys won against Côte d'Ivoire, but when you guys knocked out Brazil, you guys went against all odds, knocking out Brazil, and phenomenal work from the Norway national team, man. But to get back to Brazil, what the actual fuck are you guys doing? Wake up. You guys need to wake the fuck up. This isn't the Brazil I grew up watching. This isn't the Brazil I know. This isn't the Brazil that the world knows. And this isn't the Joga Bonito Brazil that we know and that the footballing world knows about and appreciates and loves and admires. You guys have to change up because look at the players, right? I don't want to bash them. They're professional players. They're phenomenal players. I don't want to bash them. But considering it's Brazil, what the fuck's happening in Brazil, guys? I don't know because I've went to Brazil a couple of times and everyone over there is playing football. I don't know how you guys aren't getting any better players. Alisson Becker in goal, phenomenal goalkeeper. But then look at the back line. Danilo, Marquinhos, Magalhaes, and Santos. Not bad, but not Brazil level, considering Dani Alves, Marcelo, Roberto Carlos, Cafu. What the actual fuck? Guimarães, Casemiro as defensive midfielders with Martinelli as the offensive midfielder. Not bad, but guys, do I have to remind what all midfielders you guys had, all the players you fucking guys had? Ryan, Martinelli, Junior, and Cunha up front. The only player on the current Brazilian squad that is world class is Vinicius Junior and Alisson Becker. No one else is world class on this current 2026 Brazil World Cup squad. No one is world class. Before, every single player on the Brazilian team was world class. They were all always world class. One thing I realized from Brazil, as good as players they can make, they never make good central midfielders. They never make good central midfielders, and they never also make good defensive midfielders. They make phenomenal attacking midfielders. Ronaldinho, Zico, Pele, like crazy players, attacking midfielders. But when it comes to central midfielders, when it comes to defensive midfielders, they don't have no legends that is a central midfielder or a defensive midfielder. So that is one thing that they're lacking, which let's say Spain isn't lacking, or France. Maybe France a little bit, but especially Spain, Croatia aren't lacking it. Germany aren't lacking it. Italy aren't lacking it. Portugal aren't lacking it. Many teams, but Brazil always lacked central midfielders and central defensive midfielders. To wrap up this game, 2-1 for Norway. Went fucking crazy, Norway. And Brazil, wake the fuck up. Because you guys need to wake the fuck up. Please. This isn't the Brazil I know, and it's not the Brazil that I want to keep knowing, and it's not the Brazil that I want to keep watching once everything is done. So Brazil are knocked out of the tournament. They're out. They're going home. Back to Brazil. Back to Rio de Janeiro to party, have fun, drink, just have fun, because that's the Brazilian lifestyle. Even though they lost, they don't give a fuck. They're still going home. They're going to party their asses off, drink their asses off, go to strip clubs, have fun with girls, do everything that a 20-year-old likes to do. They're all going to do it, and they don't give a fuck. But it's sad to see This will be Neymar. This is Neymar's last World Cup with Brazil. It's over. He's going home. It's finished. Never again will we see Neymar with a Brazilian jersey in a World Cup. Never again. It was his last dance. And to that I say, Neymar, thank you for everything. Thank you for everything you brought to the sport of football. Thank you for all the magic you brought to us. Thank you for all the joy you made everyone feel. Thank you for all the happiness you made me feel, all the joy you made me feel watching you play. What a fucking player. One of the greatest players of all time. But Lord, did you fucking underaccomplish. Did you underachieve? I'm sorry, Neymar. I love you. I love you like, couldn't love you more. There's Messi and then there's you. I couldn't love you more, but I have to say it how it is. I have to keep it real. It's a podcast. I have to stay real and unbiased to my fans. You underachieved. What you could have been. You're the prince who never became king. You never became king. And you could have been king on top of the world for 3-4 years. You could have won 3-4 Ballon d'Ors and you could have completely dominated Europe and completely dominated the world of football if you were just a bit more serious and a bit more disciplined and a better work ethic. But still, as you are, as your career has been, you remain a top 10 player of all time. As fucking talented as you are, you remain a top 10 player of all time. And you remain my second favorite player of all time. And for that, Neymar, I just want to say thank you. Farewell. It's sad to see you leave and never represent Brazil anymore in your World Cup, but it has to happen. You're not a youngster anymore. You're not the young 19-year-old Neymar from Santos with talks from Barca who want to sign him, with talks Man United who want to sign him, with talks of Real Madrid wanting to sign him, with talks of Liverpool wanting to sign him. You're 35. 34? You're 34 years old. And to that, Neymar, I say thank you again, but go rest now. It's over. Next game, Mexico versus England. What a game, bro. What a fucking game. 3-2 for England. Mexico, you guys lost. You guys won against Ecuador, but then you went on to lose against England. But Mexico, you guys had a World Cup, a beautiful World Cup trajectory, considering that you guys are Mexico. You're not the same team that you once maybe had with, what's his name? Chico, what's his fucking name? Chicharito. With Chicharito, you're not the same Mexico, but still, you guys were never, don't take this badly. Beautiful Mexican woman, don't take this badly, but you guys were never the top dogs in football. You guys were always like middle class when it comes to football, which is still not bad. But I'm not surprised that you guys lost against England. You guys played really well, but England was the better team. They went on. Jude Bellingham. Highly, highly underrated so far this tournament. People forget about Jude Bellingham, but Bellingham reminded the world that he is one of the best midfielders in the world. And that's a fact. This tournament, Jude Bellingham, what a fucking player. He's going fucking crazy. And I feel like right now, out of all this tournament, the player who's playing the best, but is getting the least praise and that is flying the most under the radar from these big media outlets is Jude Bellingham. But me, Andrei Delic, at ADP, I want to remind everyone and I want to applaud and I want to congratulate Jude Bellingham for all of his performances so far. He's been man of the match most games so far for England, and he's just been playing phenomenal as a midfielder, constantly running, defending, attacking, creating chances, trying something. What a fucking player, Jude Bellingham. England. Listen, guys, like I said on the podcast with my brother before the World Cup started, on paper, you guys have a phenomenal team. Like, let's not fucking lie. On paper, your team is fucking crazy. Your players are fucking talented. They're world-class talents, but you guys are underperforming considering the players you guys have. Although I predicted it, I knew that you can have all the players you guys fucking want. Your style of play, of kick and run, of fucking let's get the ball up front somehow, forget about creating in the middle of the field. It doesn't work in today's game. It doesn't work in today's day and age. It just simply doesn't work. Why? Because football now is so fast-paced, so technical, and so control of the ball. If you want to control the game, you have to control the midfield. In order to control the midfield, you have to control the ball. And in order to control the ball, you have to have highly technical players, which is something you guys lack. So your lineup, let's see if your lineup. And guys, I'm being honest, there's so many players you guys didn't bring along for the ride, which is just fucking crazy. Where's Phil Foden? Where's Cole Palmer? What the actual fuck? They're so highly technical players, so techie, especially Palmer and Foden are probably the two most technical players out of all of England. Saka isn't more technical than Foden or Palmer. Bellingham isn't more technical than Foden or Palmer. Gordon isn't more technical than Foden or Palmer. Kane is definitely not more technical than Foden or Palmer. Rice isn't. Anderson isn't. You guys didn't bring the two most technical players that you guys have. Crazy. So, again, quick recap. England versus Mexico. Jordan Pickford in goal. O'Reilly, Gehi, Kwanzaa, the back line. Declan Rice, Anderson, and Bellingham in the middle of the field. Rice and Anderson as defensive midfielders. Bellingham as the attacking midfielder. Gordon and Saka on the wings. And Harry Kane up front. Mexico, man, like I said, congratulations. But England was a better team, and I'm not surprised you guys lost, but still all the better to you guys. Rangel in goal, Sanchez, Montes, Vasquez, and Gallardo in defense. Lira as a central defense midfielder. Mora and Romo in midfield. Alvarado, Jimenez, and Quinones as left winger. But England, man, Rice, Bellingham, Saka, Kane, Gordon, Anderson. What players on the bench? Stones, Rogers, Spence, Rashford, Chalobah, Henderson, Mainu, Watkins, Madueke, Eze, Tony, Trafford, and Reece James. And you guys didn't bring Cole Palmer or Phil Foden along for the ride. You guys lack technical ability in the middle of the pitch. What better players than Phil Foden or Cole Palmer to bring you technical abilities on the pitch? They're two of the most technical players on planet fucking Earth. They're highly techie and they're highly technical, Foden and Palmer. They maybe didn't have the best season. I agree. Granted, it's a fact. It's true. But they remain Palmer and they remain Phil Foden. They remain highly gifted players, highly talented players, and highly technical players. I feel like maybe, I understand maybe not starting them, but them not being on the bench whilst Jordan Henderson is on the bench. You couldn't put Phil Foden. Okay, maybe it's a bit different role. Foden is more offensive. Henderson is more defensive. But still, you guys brought Jordan Henderson instead of Phil Foden. Not Chalobah, let's say Watkins instead of Cole Palmer, Madueke instead of Cole Palmer, Eze instead of Cole Palmer, Ivan Toney, the guy plays in Saudi Arabian League. What the actual fuck? You guys brought Toney before bringing Cole Palmer or Phil Foden? That's actually fucking crazy. Tuchel, you're a good manager, but your decision making, the roster you brought to this World Cup could have been way better. I'm not gonna lie, could have been way fucking better, man. So England are facing Norway in the quarterfinals. I'll get into the quarterfinals after I finish the recap, commentary, and analysis. Next game. The beautiful game of Portugal versus Spain. Guys probably saw a clip of me asking Ronaldo to save me. Please, Ronaldo, I need a savior. Only prime Ronaldo can knock out Spain. But guess fucking what? Prime Ronaldo is gone. He's been gone now for 10 years. Easy. He's been gone for 10 years now. I was joking. Portugal, Ronaldo would never be able to knock out France. Ronaldo would never score a hat-trick against France in today's day and age. Ronaldo is washed. He's washed. He's a legend. One of the GOATs. One of the greatest players of all time. But now in 2026, 7th of July, 8th of July, 9th of July, what fucking ever. He's fucking washed. That's a fact. Hate on me. Call me dumb. Call me, oh, he said soccer. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Call me whatever you want to call me. But Ronaldo is washed. I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying it how it is. And if you can't see it, you're either blind or you don't know football or you just don't want to accept the fact that he's washed. One of those three. That's a fact. Ronaldo, you could have never won against Spain. You played really badly against Spain, really poorly. And if you guys somehow, like I said, if somehow you guys would have beaten Spain and then faced France in the quarterfinals, you guys would have, not in the semifinals, you guys would have gotten your asses fucking rocked. And not only that, even if somehow you guys would have won against Spain, you could have easily lost against Belgium. Easily. Because you guys aren't that team that we thought you guys maybe were. And it's sad to see, like Lucas said so many times on my podcast, Portugal right now have the best team they've ever had in their entire history. And it's getting fucked because they keep starting CR7. They keep starting Cristiano Ronaldo. And like Lucas said, and I agree 100%, he was right. They currently have the best roster, the best 11 they ever had in their entire history. But the only thing that's fucking them up is the fact that no coach, none of their managers has the balls to bench him. Bench Cristiano Ronaldo. He's one of the greatest of all time. He's your greatest player of all time. He's the greatest Portuguese of all time. He's the biggest Portuguese legend of all time, yes. But now he's washed. Bench his ass. Have the balls to bench his ass for the greater good. For the bigger picture of Portugal going far in the World Cup. If Portugal would have benched Ronaldo since the beginning, if Portugal wouldn't even make, I would have chosen him. I would have put him in the bench, and then I would have put him on at the 80th minute as a super sub when I need a goal. If Portugal would have started all their players like they did, except for Cristiano Ronaldo, and they would have put Gonçalo Ramos or another number 9, they could have easily reached the semifinals, and they could have easily competed for the 3rd place in the World Cup. They could have easily won a bronze medal at the World Cup. Easily. Because if you look at their fucking team, Portugal have a phenomenal team of players. Phenomenal. Nuno Mendes. The fucking guy who's really muscular. What's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Spain versus Portugal. So like I said, Portugal has a phenomenal team. Nuno Mendes, left back. Best left back on planet Earth, easily. Ruben Dias, Cancelo, João Neves, Vitinha, Pedro Neto, Bruno Fernandes, João Felix, Rafael Leão. You guys have such fucking good players, but the only thing that's fucking you up is the fact that you guys always want to start CR7, and you guys keep playing, creating all the plays around CR7, and you guys want CR7 to score so badly, and you guys let him control the tempo of your game and control everything regarding your game. It doesn't work anymore. And then you guys have Nelson Semedo on the bench. Bernardo Silva, Rafael Leão, Conceição, Nunes, Gonçalo Ramos, Inácio, Trincao, Neves, Silva, Costa. Yo, you guys, like Lucas said, this is your best team you guys ever had. But just the fact that no one has the balls to tell Ronaldo to step down, just the fact that no manager that's ever coached Portugal for the past 10 years never had the balls to tell Ronaldo, yo, sit your ass down. That's what happens. You guys getting knocked out in the round of 16, which is something you could have easily reached the semifinals. Maybe even the finals, because you guys have a phenomenal team. Like I said, Nuno Mendes, Ruben Dias, Cancelo, Neves, Vitinha, Neto, Fernandes, João Felix, and Ronaldo. Even João Felix was playing really, really fucking good, if I might add. He was probably the best player against Spain. But why not start Rafael Leão? Currently, the best attacker for Portugal is Rafael Leão. I didn't say best player. It's probably Vitinha right now, the best player, Vitinha and Bruno Fernandes. But the best attacking player that Portugal have right now isn't Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Rafael Leão. Now in 2026, Rafael Leão is miles above Cristiano Ronaldo. Start Rafael Leão. Why the fuck aren't you guys starting him? Whenever he comes on the pitch, he's so fast. He's so techie. He's so good with the ball. He's always creating chances. He's always creating dangerous chances. What a fucking player. But you guys don't start him because you guys want to start Ronaldo and João Felix and whatever. Bruno Fernandes, you won the best player of the EPL this past season. Congratulations. This World Cup, you were pure dog shit. Pure dog shit. I'm going to say it how it is. You played 5 games, 3 in the group stage, round of 32, round of 16. Every single game you played like pure dog shit. I don't know why. Whenever Bruno Fernandes plays for the national team of Portugal, he always plays badly. Now, I don't want to put the blame on Ronaldo, but maybe the fact that Ronaldo is there and they want to build the team around Ronaldo and give all the balls to Ronaldo, maybe that has an effect on his playing style and on him and as a player. But I don't want to blame other players for how a player is playing. So Bruno Fernandes, whenever you play with a Portuguese jersey on, you play really fucking badly, man. I just hope you don't fuck your wife with a Portugal jersey, because that's going to be the worst performance of your life. Your performance at the World Cup was really bad, considering that you were the best player in the EPL this past season, and you didn't prove yourself to be as one of the best players in the world this tournament in the World Cup. Vitinha, one of the best central midfielders in the world. Him and Pedri and Bellingham are the best midfielders in the world currently. I stand by it. Although I believe that Vitinha and Pedri are above Bellingham because they're more creative, they're more technical, they're more control the tempo, control the game, control the ball, control the plays. Then Bellingham is more like run, make runs, and defend, attack, box to box, whatever. Although Bellingham has an amazing vision and Bellingham makes amazing passes, man. I ain't gonna lie. His passes are phenomenal. And what a fucking player Bellingham, man. But still, Vitinha and Pedri are the best midfielders on planet Earth. So like I said, and like Lucas said so many times, Portugal has the best team they've ever had. But the fact that they don't have the balls to bench Ronaldo or to tell Ronaldo to step down and that he's not the main man anymore, that is what is fucking you up, guys, on the international stage. Spain. Spain. Please win against Belgium so that you guys can then go and play against France. Once you guys face France, please win against France. I don't want to see France in the World Cup final. I don't want to see Mbappe at the World Cup final. I don't want to see France or Didier Deschamps or even less Macron at the World Cup final. Please eliminate France. Spain, listen to me. You guys have the best midfield of the tournament. You guys have the best midfield. Pedri, Olmo, Rodri. And then even on the bench, you guys have, let me pull it up here, Gavi, Zubimendi, and where's the other? Fabian Ruiz. Gavi, Zubimendi in the middle of the pitch. And Ferran Torres, who is like a false nine striker, whatever. You guys have an amazing team, and you guys have by far the best midfield. And you guys have a really, really good defense. Cucurella, Laporte, Cubarsi, and Porro. Listen, control the tempo of the game versus France. France, how they play, is really highly offensive and constantly attacking. Because all of their best players are wingers and strikers and false nine / attacking midfielders. Barcola, Dembele, Olise, Mbappe, and Desire Doué. Those 5 players are their best players. And they're all wingers, strikers, or center forwards / attacking midfielders, false nine. None of them are central midfielders, and none of them are traditional attacking midfielders or defensive midfielders. When it comes to midfielders, central midfielders and defensive midfielders, France aren't all that. With Kone and the other guy, they just tackle, defend, and run. That's all they do. They have no technical abilities compared to you guys, and they have no magic on the ball to create plays like Pedri can, like Olmo can, or like Rodri can. They don't have that. You guys have a way better midfield. So control the game, control the middle of the pitch, control the tempo, control everything, control the game, control the ball. Tiki-taka, Spain, all right? Tiki-taka. And then let Lamine Yamal cook up front. Like I said with Ronaldo, Lamine Yamal, I need you to step the fuck up. I need you to remind the world who the fuck Lamine Yamal is. Erling Haaland is going crazy. Mbappe is going crazy. Messi is going crazy. Olise is going crazy. Dembele is going crazy. Desire Doué is going crazy. All of these players are currently playing better than you, Lamine Yamal. But let me remind you something, Lamine Yamal. You're better than all of those players except for Messi. You, as an 18-year-old going on 19, you're better than Mbappe, you're better than Haaland, you're better than Olise, you're better than Desire Doué, you're better than Dembele, but you're not better than Messi. But Messi, that's another planet, that's another stratosphere, that's another human being, that's an alien, that's something fucking else. Let's not even talk about him. But Lamine Yamal is better than any French player. And so far this tournament, you haven't proved it. You didn't prove it. They're all playing better than you currently, and even Erling Haaland so far is playing better than you. But Lamine Yamal, the Lamine Yamal that I know, the Lamine Yamal that the world knows, the 18-year-old phenom, the 18-year-old kid, crazy player, remind the world who you are and do it against France. Like you did in the Euro 2024 when you were 16 going on 17 and you scored a fucking screamer against France to eliminate them in the semifinals of the Euros. Do it again, Lamine Yamal. Please, Lamine Yamal, rewrite history. Eliminate France once again. Lamine Yamal, we need you. I need you. Please, Lamine Yamal. You're better than all of them. Lamine Yamal, you're better than every single player on the French team. And you're even, I'm going to add even Haaland into it because he's going fucking crazy this World Cup. And currently, they're all playing better than you. Take it badly. Take it how you want to take it. It's a fact. All of those players that I just mentioned, Haaland, Barcola, Desire Doué, Mbappe, Dembele, and Michael Olise, They're all currently playing better than you. All of them. Messi, of course, also. But again, let's put him to the side. He's another planet, another human being. These 5-6 players that I just named, they're all currently playing better than you at the World Cup. It's a fact. Get mad all you want, Lamine Yamal, but it's a fucking fact. But you're better than them. Show it to the world. Prove it to them. Prove it to the world. But most importantly, prove it to yourself. Go against France and please eliminate them again like you did in the Euro 2024 in the semifinals. When I was in a little coffee shop in Little Italy, New York, and I was watching that game in the coffee shop on the big screen, and I was like, yo, this Lamine Yamal is a phenom. He's the next best player on planet Earth. 2026, you're 18. You're 2 years older than what you were in 2024. You're 2 years better. You're 2 times better, 2 times faster, 2 times more technical, stronger, taller, everything. Show the world who Lamine Yamal is. We need you, Lamine Yamal. Next game, USA versus Belgium. America. Listen. You guys know how much I love America as a country. I visited so many times. I went to New York like 12 times, Miami 6 times. I went to America so many times, and I've always loved America as a country and everything else, right? But when it comes to football, you guys aren't it, man. You guys aren't bad. I'm not saying you guys are bad, but you're not good. I'm not going to lie. I ain't going to lie. You guys aren't good when it comes to football. And you guys will never, ever be good. I don't care what happens. I don't care who becomes president. I don't care what happens to your population, what happens to your culture, what happens wherever in the United States of America. There will never be a competitive team in the World Cup. Never, ever. And I'm the biggest America fanboy, but I got to keep it real. It's my podcast. I have to be unbiased. I have to say it how it is. And when it comes to football, you guys aren't that good. You guys aren't bad, better than many teams. But you guys are maybe top 25 in the world, if I'm being honest. Top 20, maybe. But hey, USA versus Belgium, I mean, if I can just talk about it quickly, I mean, Belgium completely dominated against USA, and there's nothing to say. USA showed the world that they're still rookies when it comes to football, and Belgium reminded USA that, hey guys, you guys are maybe playing good, considering that you guys are America. You guys surprised us, yes, because everyone had low standards and everyone set a low bar for America's performance in this World Cup. And since they played better than what people expected, that's why everyone went crazy. But Belgium reminded the world that America is America when it comes to soccer, when it comes to football. And Belgium reminded the world that the United States of America isn't a football country and it's never been a football country. I'm talking about European football. It's never been and it will never be. So this game, Belgium completely dominated against USA, and plus Belgium aren't that good. I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna get what they're playing against. Oh, they're playing against Spain? Oh, they're gonna get fucking raped by Spain, man, Belgium. They're gonna get fucking raped. But still, it's USA, and it is what it is, man. Argentina versus Egypt. Let me just untangle my hair before I get all emotional about this game. Argentina. What the actual fuck are you guys doing? What the actual fuck are you guys doing? No, honestly. You guys won. 3-2. Beautiful victory. But what the actual fuck are you guys doing? You guys were losing 2-0 until the 75th minute. You know the fucking heart attack I almost fucking had? 2-0 until the 75th minute against Egypt. 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 What the? Argentina. You guys can't be playing like this. You guys were losing against Cabo Verde. And then you guys somehow, Messi pulled a fucking bunny out of his hat, did magic, and won the game for Argentina. He did it again for Egypt. But you guys can't keep doing this, Argentina. You guys can't keep relying on Messi. I understand he's the greatest player of all time, that he's the fucking best player on planet Earth. But it's 11v11. It's a team sport. It's not tennis. It's not Djokovic against Nadal. Then, of course, fucking one player can change everything. There's only fucking one player on the pitch. It's not the same. You guys can't keep relying on Messi to save you guys. Yes, it happened with Cabo Verde. Perfect. Messi saved you guys. Perfect. And then with Egypt again, Messi again saved Argentina. But you guys can't keep relying on Messi. And you guys can't keep fucking playing so badly on defense. Midfield and attack, you guys were playing really well, especially Messi, man. Leandro Paredes, the midfield and the attack. Lautaro Martinez, I know I hated on you recently, but when you got into the pitch, you were playing really, really fucking well, and you reminded the world why you are one of the best strikers in the world. Phenomenal how you played. And Julian Alvarez also, and all these other players. But on defense, Argentina, when you guys play, I feel like you guys aren't comfortable on the pitch. I don't know. I feel like you guys are scared. I feel like you guys aren't confident. I feel like you guys aren't walking high with your chest out and your head held up high. I don't know why, but I feel like you guys aren't confident. You guys are Argentina. 3 World Cups. You guys won in 2022, and you were by far the best team. You guys have phenomenal players on your team. Phenomenal players, world-class players on your team. And you guys are playing like if you guys had no one on your team, and like if you guys were Algeria. You guys are playing like if you guys were fucking Algeria. What the actual fuck? You guys are Argentina. You guys have Lionel Andres Messi, Paredes, Julian Alvarez, Enzo Fernandez, McAllister, Leandro Paredes, Rodrigo De Paul. Such phenomenal players. Stop fucking around, Argentina. I almost had a fucking heart attack. You guys almost lost to Egypt. Thanks to Messi, who went fucking crazy in this other team, which woke up, Argentina. But you guys can't keep risking it like you guys are risking it so far with Cabo Verde and Egypt. You guys almost got eliminated by Cabo Verde and then by Egypt. What the fuck? And guys, don't forget the fact you guys are lucky enough to get the easy route because of how things played out in the group stages. You guys were easy to make it on the easy side of the bracket. Again, it does remain the World Cup. No game is an easy game, but still, you guys aren't facing Germany. You guys aren't facing France, Portugal, Croatia, Spain, whatever, USA. You guys are facing Cabo Verde and Egypt. Stop fucking around, Argentina. I still believe in you guys. Don't forget about it. I still believe in you guys. I still believe that Argentina are going to win the World Cup and that Messi is going to lift his second World Cup. But guys, wake the fuck up. You guys can't keep playing like the way you guys are currently playing. You guys have to wake the fuck up and play way better than what you guys are currently playing. Because the way you guys played against Egypt, I'm not going to lie, if you guys play like that against Switzerland, you guys might win. But if you guys play like that, either against England or Norway, it's going to be really, really fucking hard for you guys. And even if you guys win against Norway or England by playing the way you guys are currently playing, if you guys face France in the finals, you guys are losing. And if you guys face Spain in the World Cup finals by playing the way you're currently playing, like you guys played against Cabo Verde and Egypt, if you guys play that same way against Spain or France, you guys are definitely losing in the World Cup final. So please wake up. And I know you guys are way better than what you guys and then how you guys played currently against Cabo Verde and Egypt. I feel like you guys were just maybe a bit scared, not confident, but guys, wake the fuck up. Defensively speaking, Argentina are in real trouble. You guys got a goal scored by Egypt when it was 2 against 4. You guys were 4 defenders against 2 attackers from Egypt, and you guys got a goal scored on you guys. What the fuck? 4 against 2, and you guys were plus on the defensive side. It's way easier to defend than to attack. So even if it's 3 attackers and 2 defenders, that's the equivalent. 2 defenders is the same equivalent as 3 attackers because plus there's a goalkeeper, and it's way easier to defend than to score a goal. But then to have 4 defenders and 2 attackers, and they somehow manage to score goals against 4 defenders and 1 goalkeeper, and plus they're the ones attacking, not the ones defending, and it's way easier to defend than to attack. What the actual fuck, Argentina? You guys need to wake the fuck up. I don't know what you guys are currently doing. I don't know what you guys are smoking, but please. And side note, Messi, still the best player on planet Earth. Still the best player so far in this tournament. Still the top scorer. You were tied with Mbappe. Both of you guys had 7 goals. But now you both have the same amount of matches. And Lionel Messi has 8 goals. Mbappe has 7. And Erling Haaland has 7. So far, Messi is the best player of this tournament and the top scorer. He has 8 goals in 4 games. And out of those 4 games, he only started 3 games. And he got onto the pitch like the 50th minute against when they played against Switzerland. Not against Austria, right? Wow. But Messi, what a fucking player. Still the best player on planet Earth. So far this tournament, you're the best player and the top scorer, man. I'm so fucking proud of you guys. But please, Argentina, wake the fuck up because we need you guys. And also, quickly, after the game was done Egyptian players start talking about how the game is rigged, how FIFA is rigged, and how FIFA is in favor of Messi winning the game, how FIFA is in favor of keeping Messi as long as possible in the tournament, and how FIFA is in favor of rigging the game so that Messi and Argentina pass through to the next round. It was all fun and games until the 76th minute when Argentina scored their first goal. When Egypt, I'm talking to you guys right now, players and coaching staff of Egypt. When you guys were leading 2-0 for 75 minutes, then the game wasn't rigged, then FIFA wasn't rigged, then the refs weren't rigged, then the organization wasn't rigged. But when you guys started receiving goals, started conceding goals, and when you guys started losing the game, then all of a sudden it's rigged. Guys, wake the fuck up. Stop with this nonsense. The entire game, there's nothing not legit, and there's no major error that happened from FIFA and from the FIFA officials that can even consider that the game was slightly rigged or slightly in favor of Argentina and or Messi. Nothing happened. And like I said, for 75 minutes straight, Egypt was leading 2-0. Not 1-0, not 0-0, but 2-0 all the way to the 75th minute with 15 minutes left. Egyptians, you know what happened? You guys shit the bed. That's what happened. You guys simply shit the bed. You guys blew a lead. You guys fucked up. Simple as that. You guys just fucked up. The game isn't rigged. It's never been rigged. It's never going to be rigged. Messi or not Messi, Maradona or not Maradona, Ronaldinho or not Ronaldinho, Neymar, Cristiano, whoever, the game isn't rigged. You guys simply shit the bed. You guys simply fucked up. And like I said, all the way to the 75th minute, no one was talking about how it's rigged. No one was talking about how FIFA is corrupted and how it's rigged. But then when you guys started losing, and then when you guys blew a 2-0 lead and then ended up losing 3-2, then all of a sudden it's rigged. It's not fair. FIFA is corrupted, whatever. Guys, make it make sense. Come on. Take the L. You guys blew a lead. You guys fucked up. It happens. You guys fumbled the bag. You guys fucking fumbled the bag. It happens, but it's not because it's rigged. It's just simply because you guys are shit. It's as simple as that. You guys fucked up. It's simple as that. You guys have always been shipped Egypt. I mean, no one thought about Egypt going far in the World Cup. Just the fact that you guys were leading 2-0 against Argentina for 75 minutes, that should be a huge accomplishment considering that you guys are Egypt. You guys have two players. Salah is fucking old now, and then you have Marmoush. And they're not world class, but like Salah was world class, but now he's old. Marmoush, he's really good, but I wouldn't say one of the best players on planet Earth. Far from it. What more do you guys fucking want? You guys were playing Argentina. Of course, they were going to fucking win. But it's not fucking rigged. It's never been rigged. And the last game for this recap, Switzerland versus Colombia. Like I predicted, the game was really, 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 really fucking tight, man. Really fucking tight because both of them are the same level. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to footballing abilities, both of them are the same level. I have many Colombian friends and I have no Swiss friends. So of course I wanted Colombia to win because I wanted my friends, to be happy and whatever. But if I look at it just purely as a football fan, as a football podcaster, you guys were equal in level of football. Very, very tight game. It was anyone's game. If Colombia would have won, I wouldn't have been surprised. If Switzerland, like they did, they won, I'm not surprised. Really tight game, but Switzerland won in the penalty kicks because Switzerland's goalkeeper, shout out to him. What a fucking dog, man. What a player. What a goalkeeper. He saved 2 penalties and he guessed 4 out of the 5 penalties that he shot. What a fucking goalkeeper. Switzerland's goalkeeper. Okay, let's get into the predictions. So, next podcast episode will be Friday night. Friday night, all of the quarterfinals games will be played. Will they all be played? Yeah, all of the quarterfinal games will be played. So, first up, France versus Morocco. I see France completely dominating this game and winning this game. Morocco, if you guys can win and eliminate France, that will be really fucking beautiful. But it's not going to happen. I got to be honest. I got to be legit. I got to say it how it is. Morocco have no chances of eliminating France. 0 chances. And I have many Moroccan friends. But like I said, it's a podcast. I'm being real right now. I'm being unbiased. I'm putting emotions to the side. I'm leading with logic and rationale. Morocco have 0 chances to win against France, and France are going to completely dominate against Morocco. I see this game finishing 3-0 for France, 2 goals from Mbappe, and 1 from Dembele. Fuck it. 1 from Dembele, 2 from Mbappe. I see this game finishing minimum 3-0 for France. Spain versus Belgium. And the reason why is because Morocco won't be playing like Paraguay. So people can say, yeah, but how the fuck did it finish 1-0 against Paraguay? Paraguay not only did they park the bus, they parked the fucking train, bro. They had like 10 players in the box and 1 player up front. It was fucking crazy. Morocco aren't going to play like that. They're going to open up more because they have better players, more technical players, but that will leave their back line more, how can I say this, more vulnerable to France's attack, and that's why France will score more goals. So I feel like 3-0 for France is pretty legit. Next game, Spain versus Belgium. As good as Spain are, if I go based on their past performances and if I go based on Belgium's past performance, it's going to be a really tight game. I'm not going to lie, Belgium has momentum. Mentally, they're feeling really good. Maybe on paper, they don't have the best team, but mentally, they're feeling really fucking good. Really fucking good. The game against Senegal, they fucking came back. Their comeback was fucking crazy. That really boosted their morale and their confidence. And now, plus, they fucking destroyed America on American soil. That boosted their confidence even more. So they're going to go into the quarterfinals against Spain very confident and highly confident. But Spain, of course, are the better team. They have better players on the pitch. They have better players on paper. But considering that they have better players and Belgium are playing with really high momentum, Spain aren't playing with high momentum because they barely won against Portugal. And they won against Austria, but they barely won against Portugal, which is not that much of a good team, Portugal, this World Cup. So Belgium are going to that game very, very confident with a very, very good morale. So the game will be really, really fucking tight between Spain and Belgium. I see this game finishing 3-1 for Spain or 2-1 for Spain. That's how I see it finishing. Norway versus England. I can't fucking wait for Norway versus England. Vikings versus Anglo-Saxons. Historically speaking, that was what it was. Vikings versus Anglo-Saxons. I love Vikings. I feel like they're fly. I don't know why. Maybe because I watched the TV show and I fucking loved it. I want Norway to win. I'm not going to lie. I've never rooted for Norway. I never gave a fuck about Norway. I never really gave a fuck about them. Never even thought about them. But when I saw them play against Brazil, and when I saw how they played against Brazil, and it was really, really fucking good, really technical, and it was real football. Haaland went crazy. Martin Odegaard, I love midfielders like Martin Odegaard. I love midfielders like him. And the entire Norway team went really fucking crazy. So I want Norway to win. I think this game is actually going to be way more tight than people believe. This game, just like Spain versus Belgium, England on paper have the better team. Let's not lie, they're having the better team. But so far, Norway is having a better performance in the World Cup than England. So Norway are going into that game very confident, high morale, and feeling really, really fucking good. England is going into that game with better players, better manager, better tactics, better technical abilities, better everything, better football. But they're going to that game less confident and with a lower morale because they barely won against Congo, which had an effect on their mental, and they barely won against Mexico, which is going to also have a big effect on their confidence and their morale. But Norway, so far, they went crazy against Ivory Coast, and they fucking dominated against Brazil. So believe me, right now, Norway, they're looking at England. The Vikings are looking at the Anglo-Saxons, and they're not afraid because they just won against Brazil. And Brazil is one of the best countries on planet Earth. They're the kings of football, 5 World Cups. So their handsome win against Brazil really boosted their confidence and really boosted their morale going into the quarterfinals against England. So I see Norway winning 2-1. 2 goals from Erling Haaland again. Argentina versus Switzerland. For this one, I'm going to let my heart speak first. I see Argentina winning 4-0, hat-trick from Messi, and 1 goal from Julian Alvarez, and them completely dominating the game. That was my heart speaking. Now, I'll let my brain speak. This game is going to be really tight. Considering that how Argentina are playing, and considering how Switzerland are playing, Argentina are currently slightly better than Switzerland. Altogether, they're way better than Switzerland. They have way better players on paper, and they just play way, way better than Switzerland, Argentina. But considering how they played against Egypt and how they played against Cabo Verde, I think this game is going to be really tight. But I see Argentina going through the next round like with a 1-0 or a 2-0. Messi's going to definitely score a goal. I definitely see that happening. And another goal from like a midfielder, maybe Rodri de Paul, or like Julian Alvarez or Lautaro Martinez. But I see Argentina winning, and I see them going on to the semifinals. So for the semifinals, I predict Spain versus France, and then I predict Norway versus Argentina. After that, on the next episode, I'm going to be predicting the semifinals and later on. But so far for this episode, that's going to be it for the predictions. Now let me finish off with a couple of quick takes, and then we'll wrap up this episode. So far this World Cup, the winner of the World Cup, I still predict that is going to be Argentina. With all the things, everything that happened, they haven't proven themselves the most, but I still believe that the switch, the on and off switch, can easily flip for Argentina, and I see it flipping now against Switzerland. So, winners of the World Cup, I still see Argentina lifting the 2026 World Cup. Best player, I still, just like in the beginning, I predict that Lionel Messi will win the best player of the tournament, because so far he's the best player. So far, we're the 7th of July, he's the best player so far, and I see him going on leading as the best player. Best scorer, it's still going to be Mbappe or Lionel Messi. It could be Haaland, but I don't see Norway going on to the finals. If Norway reach the finals, that's going to be fucking crazy. If Norway somehow, side note, if Norway somehow reaches the final, I'm going to fucking pray to God that they fucking win that final, because seeing Norway win the World Cup will be fucking crazy. And if Norway wins the World Cup, give the fucking Ballon d'Or to Erling Haaland immediately. But now I'm talking in fucking crazy ifs. It's not going to happen. So that's why I believe that the best scorer will still be Argentina, will either be Lionel Messi or Kylian Mbappe, because so far they're the two top scorers with Erling Haaland. But I see Argentina and France going further than Norway, so that's why I predict that the top scorer, like in the beginning of my podcast before the World Cup, I said it's either Messi or Mbappe. If Argentina and Messi win the World Cup and Messi finishes as the top scorer and the best player, give Lionel Messi his 9th Ballon d'Or. Give him his 9th Ballon d'Or. You know what what was the biggest revelation so far in this World Cup? The biggest revelation was not that Norway are really fucking good. It's not that Erling Haaland is a phenomenal striker. And it's not that France are fucking phenomenal. And it's not that Ronaldo is actually dog shit and he's been dog shit for the past 10 years. The biggest revelation so far in this 2026 World Cup is that Messi is still the best player on planet Earth. For me, that wasn't a big revelation, because I've said it since the beginning. For years, I've been saying it ever since Messi went to the MLS. I've been saying, even though he's in the MLS, even though he's been playing in the MLS for the past 2 years, he's still the best player on planet fucking Earth. And this World Cup, he showed the entire world that I am still the best player on planet Earth. That he is still, Lionel Andres Messi is still the best player on planet fucking Earth. That is what he showed the world. So if Argentina win the World Cup, and Messi finishes as the top scorer, the best player, and he wins the World Cup, give him his 9th Ballon d'Or immediately. Even if he doesn't finish top scorer, if he simply wins the World Cup with Argentina, and that will definitely mean that he'll finish as the best player, give him his 9th Ballon d'Or. It's as simple as that. I don't know if you guys saw pictures of Messi recently, but Messi is jacked. Yo, he's really fucking muscular. I didn't know he was that muscular, but recently he posted pictures of him hitting the gym, videos of him doing pull-ups and whatever. Yo, he's jacked, Messi, man. He's short, so that's why he built more muscles, because he's short, so might as well be muscular. But now in this World Cup, he's maybe 39 years old, but he has the body of a 30-year-old man. This shows the level of discipline and the work ethic that Messi has. I see so many people bashing Messi, saying that he's only gifted by God, that he's only talented and that he's not disciplined and he doesn't have a high work ethic. Go look at his body. His body shows that he's highly disciplined and he has a high work ethic. This is a proof. Last thing I want to address before I wrap up this episode. Thoughts on America, especially / the White House, overturning their red card. Donald J. Trump, that was actually pretty baller. White House, their player got a red card. One day after, they're like, nah, fuck this shit. We're America. We're the most powerful country on planet Earth. The World Cup is in our fucking country. I'm Donald J. Trump, the most powerful man on planet Earth. Yo, Infantino, take out that fucking red card right now. That's the call that Donald J. Trump made to Infantino. I don't know. I didn't hear the call. No one told me how the call looked. But if I think about it logically, this is how I think it went down. Ring, ring, ring. Yo, Infantino, you fucking Italian motherfucker. Take that red card off right now, or I nuke your fucking ass. Something of that sort. I'm paraphrasing right now. But that's probably how that call went down. Because when the fuck in the history of the World Cup did we ever overturn a red card one day after the game was played? It doesn't fucking happen. If they don't overturn that red card not the same day, but the same minute the card was given with VAR, 2 minutes after they checked the VAR and they gave the red card, after that, you cannot overturn the red card. Mistake or no mistake from the ref, it remains a red card for the rest of humanity. But since America is America, since America is fucking America, the most powerful country on planet Earth, since the World Cup is in their fucking country, Donald J. Trump said, you know what? Man, fuck this shit. I don't give a fuck. Fuck what we're talking about historically. Fuck about historical context. I don't even give a fuck about the World Cup. Take out that red card right now. And that's fucking crazy. But hey, it's America and it's Donald J. Trump. So guys, that was it for this episode. See you guys on Friday with Hassan and Luca for another World Cup episode. Peace out.